He is the largest venomous snake in the world. But until now, his life has been a mystery. This is the story of the monarch and his remarkable travels through a fragile kingdom. Still, the langurs are cautious today. The king is not interested even in snakes. He is searching for something else, something very important. His eyesight is better than most serpents, but he sees without color and only registers objects when they move. He smells the air with his tongue. So acute is this sense, he can use it to find water, and that's exactly what he's looking for. Today, water is critical, for the king is about to shed his skin. He needs extra fluid to help separate his old coat from his new. It is an uncomfortable time for the king cobra. A new skin is developing beneath his outer scales. He must find a place to hide until it is time to shed. The king is unaccustomed to his fragile condition. It is an uncertain time at last. He discovers a burrow, and none of the forest's creatures wants to share quarters with the king for the next 10 days. He will stay here irritable and tense. He is sensitive to any movement nearby. Even the harmless wanderings of a turtle unsettled the king, for his eyes had become cloudy from a secretion which helped separate his skin. Half blind and vulnerable, he is always ready to strike at last. His eyes begin to clear, a sign his new skin has finished growing. The king is back, but must still shed his old scales. His spent skin is tight and itchy. As he scrapes and rubs to relieve the discomfort, his outer scales begin to peel. It is a remarkable transformation. Even his fangs, teeth, and the tips of his tongue will be replaced again and again during the course of his life. When the skin over his eyes lifts away, he is given new windows through which to view his world at 12 feet long and still growing. The snake must endure shedding 4 or 5 times a year. His discarded skin makes a perfect meal for the smaller creatures of his realm. In this kingdom, nothing is wasted. After 10 days without eating, the king is hungry. A tree offers a good vantage point for spotting prey. For his size, the king cobra is an agile climber. Now he waits and watches. A movement in the tree reveals another hungry creature, a young hornbill. Its father has spotted something. The king cobra watches the hunt unfold. A vine snake ribbons across a nearby branch. Much smaller than the cobra, this nimble hunter is no match for the hornbill. The little snake looks as fierce as he can, but it is only a brave display. His venom is mild. The young hornbill gets the prize, and the king will wait for bigger meals. Against the hooded death, even a 7-foot snake hasn't a chance. The rat snake puffs up its throat and lowers its tongue in threat, but it is a futile gesture. And a crushing grip. The rat snake returns the attack, but it's already doomed. The king cobra can easily devour this large snake. His backward-facing teeth help guide the victim down his throat. Digestion has already begun, for the king's venom helps dissolve the rat snake from the inside out. Still, the king cobra will meticulously linger over this substantial meal, and for the many days it takes to fully absorb his prey, they'll have absolutely no immediate need to hunting. Their sweet, intensely pungent odor powerfully beckons. It's an utterly irresistible lure to creatures both incredibly small and magnificently great. To reach the succulent, tender flesh within the impressive 20-pound fruit, the prickly, tough skin must first be carefully peeled away. It's a remarkably messy job, even for the most adept and skilled of elephants. She leaves a veritable, abundant banquet in her wake. This is a significant season when king cobras roam widely and purposefully through the dense forest. But today, the king's subjects are completely distracted by the abundant fruit. They take only passing, fleeting notice of his imposing presence. The king still diligently seeks a mate, and it's in this bountiful fruiting season that he's most likely to successfully find one. But it's not a female he unexpectedly encounters. It's a formidable rival, a powerful, dominant male representing a potent and undeniable threat. He must be decisively driven away. Each is perfectly capable of lethally killing the other with a single, venomous bite. A strange, intense duel begins, an encounter rarely witnessed by human eyes and never before captured on film. Rather than a brutal fight to the death, the battle has gracefully evolved into a ritualized, intricate dance. To win, one snake must force the other's head to the ground. At long last, after a fierce and arduous struggle, there is a clear and undeniable victor in this confrontation. It is indeed the formidable intruder who has decisively triumphed. Consequently, the once revered king has been utterly dethroned from his rightful place and unceremoniously driven out. From his domain, he must seek another territory, but the verdant rainforests of southern India are a finite and increasingly shrinking land. As human populations continue to press in, less and less natural habitat remains for the magnificent king cobra. Our king has no choice but to leave the jungle. Fortunately for the king cobra, water is no barrier. He is a gifted swimmer. But what lies ahead for the king? As the forest is cleared, its creatures more and more frequently cross the border into from the elements and abundant food sources. However, this territory is not exclusively his. There will undoubtedly be other formidable king cobras already established here, and now he is the vulnerable newcomer. With extreme caution and heightened awareness, he meticulously slides through the thick, tangled undergrowth, his senses acutely attuned to his surroundings. Suddenly, he senses something significant up ahead, a distinct presence. It's another snake, and the encounter is imminent. Is it food? His tongue picks up a telltale scent. It's another king cobra, but this time a female. The king may have found his queen. He stands on guard. He may be ready to mate, but her bite is deadly. So he moves slowly. denies her, but his gentle overtures are rebuffed. Abandoning the subtle approach, he becomes bolder. Perhaps this will excite her. Thank you. With the female slow to respond, the kings advance.